What's up, YouTube? I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Today we are going to be installing the panels that we bought from the junkyard and painted. The paint is actually pretty close in my opinion. If you look at the tailgate, that used to be gold, so it's looking good. We're gonna get going on that real soon, but first we gotta address something. So Scotty Kilmer says that nobody should ever flip cars because you'll start out honest and then you'll turn into a crook. Not some people, everybody. That's kind of like saying if you're a car mechanic, after a while your greed's gonna set in and you're gonna start ripping people off. If you're a doctor, eventually greed's gonna set in and you're gonna rip people off. There are two kinds of people in this world, and you're either a good person or you're a bad person. You see what we do on this channel, we flip cars. I don't think, we ever take shortcuts. I think, we do a good job, and there are people out there that do per se buy flood vehicles, lie about it, but that's why they have flood titles, you buy something that is worth more, you make it look a little nicer. When I bought it, it was worth more. Now it looks nicer and it's worth even more, which it's still worth the same price, but it's gonna sell easier because it's more attractive than the other Chevys out there. I don't think you can lump everybody into a category that they're just all bad people. I know Scotty's channel, I love his channel. I've grown up watching his channel, and it's based on opinions. Everybody writes in and what do you think about this car? What do you think about that car? But yeah, I was just searching flipping cars, to see who else is out there, whose videos I can watch, to see who's doing well with it and who's not. And that was like the third video down. So Scotty Kilmer, 2-point-something million subscribers. It's like, heck, I'm gonna watch his video, see what he's doing. And literally the first 5 minutes of the video was, don't flip cars, only crooks flip cars. And that's not true, Let's say you buy a house with a garage, and once you've had your garage for a while, you get greedy and just stop cleaning it altogether. You can flip cars, you can make money. There are people out there, and I have to watch for them people all the time. When I go look at a truck or a Jeep or a car, I instantly expect people to be lying to me. It is what it is. We're gonna get into these panels here in a minute. Let's check out this truck I just bought. But as for that video, it's called The Truth About Flipping Cars. And then it says don't. You can't say everyone's gonna be a bad person. There's no way. I don't think I rip people off. I think I'm really good at finding things that are worth more. There are a lot of people out there that don't really know the value of what they have, or they've had the car for so long that it's just, and I've been there, that you've had this car so long, you've been driving it so long that you've just lost a sense of its value. To you, it's nothing. To you, you're just annoyed with it, you know what I mean? That window that hasn't worked for a year has just grinded you down to the point where you just want to give it away. So, not everybody's a bad person. You have a choice in this world. You're either a good person or you're a bad person. Choose the good person, and I swear you'll be blessed. Karma is real. You get what you put out there, and put out good things and completely expect good things, I promise. So back to the video. We picked this up, $1,300 last night. She needs some love, We're gonna go to the junkyard, buy a seat. That's not something you can really sell. It runs great. It's got, let's walk around it real quick. It's got brand new snow tires on it with wheels. We're gonna have to get some fender flares. But as far as, clean, the rockers are all there. That's why I bought it. Obviously it's gonna have some fender rust. It's dirty, it needs a good clean. Personally, I believe it's worth more than $1,300, so I bought it. The frame is beautiful. The tires are amazing. It runs amazing. Four-wheel drive works great. You got this here. You got this on every Chevy. But look at the frame. I mean, the paint's still on it. It's solid. It's got new leaf spring hangers. Not particularly a fan of the taillights, but this was a guy that you could tell he had had it for a long time. He told me it needed a U-joint, and it does. We drove it home. It was vibrating at 60 pretty good. Good thing it's a magnet. Good. I was really hoping I didn't have to buy plugs to plug a hole up there. But he said it's got just over 200,000 miles. Oh, we got some firecrackers. A whole bunch of them. About 10 packs down in there. I don't know what I did with the key. Can't find it right now. But leather interior. Good headliner. Interior can be cleaned up. This is where Britt does her magic. 3 doors. I also thought about, you know what? Instead of putting a bunch of work into this and trying to get $3,600 out of it, why don't I just do the U-joint, make it a driver reliable, you know, and just off it. Put 20 bucks into it, and about an hour of my time, put it up for $2,800 and just send it. You know what I mean? Or I could work on it for 3 days and, you know, potentially get a couple hundred more, I guess. But generally, I post them for $34, $35. I sell them for $28 anyway. So I could get $2,500 from it and just make a quick buck and run. So I'm debating that, but first things first, let's get busy on this truck. All right, we're in the garage. I had to wipe some paint off the screen of my camera. Might have got too close while I was painting. But here's the tailgate. Let's see. What do you guys think? I'll kind of get you some different angles. There's not a lot to go by on the back. That's why I like tailgates. It looks like it may be a little darker. It's definitely shinier, so we're gonna have to clean this truck real nice, glaze it, you know, the whole thing, but looks good. So I'm gonna get this door prepped. We're gonna get it hung. I gotta get some molding around it. Well, let's get this on. This is gonna be the proving factor right here, is that door in the middle of that and that. Is it gonna be really dark? Am I gonna have to do a bunch of buffing? Probably. You know, fender, rear door. I may end up having to just do, you know, the door to kind of, the fender, door blend, but we'll see. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, it's not too much off. The guy took a lot of care in mixing that paint, so we will see. Let's get set up and go. Gosh, the tailgate and the door is almost instant gratification, isn't it? That fender's gonna take some work. But, gosh, I guess you can see it's a little bit darker. But look at my reflection in the door, and then, you know. So it really needs to be rubbed out, and I think once we rub that out, and we do the bedside, I think it's gonna look good. Doesn't look bad, does it? Nice. All right, I'm happy. Now let's set up and do this fender, because that's the time-consuming one there. Oh, by the way, see what's missing here? The bed cover. I ended up selling that for 60 bucks. I posted it for 50 bucks. See how much better the truck looks without it? Older people love them, hunters love them. They can put their hunting gear back there. That's exactly what I put in the ad. And a guy that hunts came and got it. He messaged me. He actually came last night on Thanksgiving. And we got home, it was like 6. I hadn't even tried to unbolt it or nothing. I didn't know how it went on. He's like, I'll meet you at 6. I had to blast home. Got here, he He said, I'll go ahead and give you 60 since you held it for me. I never held it. He was just the first person to come. And he's like, we'll set it on my truck and we'll strap it in. You know, I'll put some straps over it. It's like, shoot, man, I already got the tools out here. Let's just take it off my truck and bolt it onto your truck. Basically what it was is there was a couple self-tappers, and then they had these aluminum slide brackets, 4 of them, with a 14mm nut. Literally just boom, 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 boom. It came off mine, we walked it out to the road, put it on his, and bolted it down, and he drove away. But, you know, stuff you wouldn't think people would buy or spend money on. There you go, you know, nice bed cover. You wouldn't believe how many messages I got on that bed cover. 60 bucks made already. Subtract that from the cost of the paint. So that was nice. All right, I'm getting distracted. Let's get back to this fender. What do you think? First glance, it looks great. Either way, it looks a million times better than it did. So I can't believe the fender and door cost me 140 bucks. Not too happy about that, but you know, it is what it is. You gotta pay to play, I guess. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. I think it, you know, I'm happy with it. Once I get it clean, bring it in here, and I rub down the whole side, it's gonna look great. Look at the gaps going up the hood. I mean, it looks nice, it fits good. Hood's still shiny, so we're good there. I like it. And there we go, guys. It's honestly that easy. Still got to get my wheel flare on. I want to clean it up. I was debating if I should paint it or not. It's really dirty right now, but it's not in horrible shape. It's got that dang gouge right there. But once I put that on there, we'll be 100% complete. I'm gonna take it out in the yard right now. I'm gonna wash it. And we'll pull it up in the driveway out in the sunlight, well, the cloud light. We'll see what it looks like. It's just bad. So let me get this thing washed up, and we'll take a look at it once it's clean. Try to come up with an idea as to what we need to do to make it match the best. All right, that's the truck clean. Boy, does it look a lot better. I mean, gosh, what a wash does. when you buy these things out in the country and they're on dirt roads and they've just always been on dirt roads and no one ever washes them out there, they just look so bad. And then you clean them, you're like, wow, it's a whole nother truck. So you can see the front fender and the rear door are a hair darker. I think if I run some turtle wax or some Meguiar's on that door and that rear side bed, some scratch remover, bring back that clear coat, I think it's gonna match pretty nice. But I mean, if I went and looked at a truck, and I don't think you'd notice it if you didn't know. I know I painted it, so I'm looking for it, but just looking at it with my blind eye, it looks really, really good. The camera picks it up a little bit more. So, but she's clean. This side, you know, let's look at this side. That's all the same color. But it's got Arctic Cat Green Z71 on there, man. That's gotta make it worth more. So, there it is. I'm gonna clean the inside of it and post it for sale. We gotta get it for sale because it's Christmas time now. It's go time. So, all right, I wanted to show you guys, you know, how easy it really is to buy panels from the junkyard, sand them down real quick and paint them. You can do it in your garage. You can do it with a $25 Harbor Freight spray gun. It doesn't take much. With a little bit of practice, you do it a couple times, you start to teach yourself. I'm going to end this video here. What's up to all the new subscribers? Man, it's taken off. You guys are awesome. If you liked the video, please like it. If you learned anything or you saw anything you liked, like it, leave a comment. And again, think about subscribing. See what we do with that truck. It's just Chevys all day long. These things all do the same thing. And if you're going to do this, I encourage you to find a couple cars that you like, a couple cars that you know through and through. So when you go look at it, you don't need to sit and think. They all do the same thing. When something's wrong, okay, yup, this fixes it, yup, this fixes it. You just get good at it. And, you know, you wind up not being able to lose. So, thanks for watching. If you made it here, you guys are awesome. Still working on merch. There's a lot to figure out with that. So, I want to do it right. So, we're working on it. If you haven't, head on over to Instagram, KB Motors channel, no spaces. Check out our merch, you know, our designs. If you like them, let us know. If you don't, please let us know. I don't want to make a bunch of hoodies that no one's going to buy. Remember to subscribe. I appreciate you watching. Peace. Since we found fireworks, we might as well light some. All right, Mama's home. We're in trouble. Better run.